Divorced and single 15 years. Met someone awesome and I self-sabotaged the whole thing. So I met this woman in October. We've been seeing each other for 2 months. Both have work and kids. So not a ton of opportunity, but we made it work. From the get-go she was forward about not being sure about a relationship. I was patient though. And things were looking up. She never fully committed to if we were a thing. Just saying I'm not seeing others. And you're not. Never actually saying it was a relationship. This week we had some serious talk about if either of us was truly ready. I had a moment of weakness. I got on Tinder for 24 hours. Matched with maybe 4 people. One was a friend of hers. You can pretty much guess the rest. What was I doing? I had no actual desire to meet anyone else. I got bored. I got lonely. She texted me this morning. All normal. We talked a lot. No clue. Then she dropped the news her friend had shown her. Immediately blocked me on all platforms and even my number. Why did I do this? She was awesome. Could her talk of her past failed relationships from day one doomed us? Is there a rule to not talk about previous relationships right away? Anyway. I'm a fool. I'm so sad. Why? I lost a great relationship because I'm dumb. Now for the top comments. I let a guy string me along similarly, for far longer. Eventually I found him active on Match. They kept emailing me so I went in to figure out how to formally delete my account. It recommended someone local and surprised it was him. He admitted to getting emails but not being active, but it shows when you are. Anyhow, he eventually admitted he didn't care for me in a relationship manner. I sunk a lot of time and myself into that, but I learned a lesson. This woman wasn't committed to a relationship. She was either still hurting and untrusting from her prior relationship so much so that she shouldn't be dating yet, or she was still keeping options open. Did you do a dumb thing? Absolutely. I don't think you ruined anything though. There wasn't anything to ruin. Next comment. At least you're self-aware. However, you kind of proved to her she was right for not committing. If you want this relationship back, it'd start by apologizing. I know she has you blocked, but find a way to tell her something along the lines of, "Hey, I'm sorry for making you feel like I betrayed you. I should have waited on a complete answer instead of assuming you didn't want this. I enjoy being with you and I realized I made a dumb mistake out of insecurity. If you would be willing to give me a second chance, I will try harder." This shows her you can recognize your mistakes and be accountable for them. It shows you are willing to do better in the future, and if you ever felt like that again you would change how you react. It also gives her the choice to decide if she wants the relationship, knowing you want full commitment. Don't take it hard if she isn't ready. If anything, she is trying to protect you from her inability to commit to you. Next comment. I'm a little confused. What was the result of your serious talk? Just her confirming that she wasn't ready to put a label on it and that you were willing to wait. If you weren't specific about what you wanted from her, I don't know what the point of a serious talk would be. It seems like in some sense, she opened up to you about her insecurities from her past relationships and you went and did something that would ultimately make her feel more insecure. Dude, I understand dating after divorce is hard, but either you're gonna need to find someone compatible who's ready to commit right away, or you're gonna need some patience. Next comment. It does sound like you really wanted her, but she didn't reciprocate. You were patient because you wanted her, and she was meh. You tried to commit more, and she refused. So what does she expect? She rejected your attempts at progressing the relationship to more commitment. Did she expect to string you along forever with maybe and let's just continue dating once in a while whenever you could find time between your kids and jobs? How would that be fair to you? So yeah, it sucks, but your Tinder for 24 hours was not cheating and was not the big deal that she's making it out to be. Her reaction to it was too over the top, which is a huge red flag. So text the friend of hers with whom you matched, and tell her this. Tell her that you didn't cheat, didn't see anyone, but also there was no relationship, and that you really liked her friend a lot but she kept rejecting your attempts to progress what you had to an actual relationship. Next comment. It's not like you did anything, and from what I can tell, you weren't serious about meeting anyone else. I honestly wouldn't beat yourself up that much about it. I understand why she's hurt, but it doesn't sound like your intentions were bad. I would take this as a learning lesson of how you could hurt someone you're interested in pursuing a relationship with in future if you are on Tinder next time. If your thoughts were seeing if you could get anyone better and that's just not being said, that's kind of an indicator of a possibly avoidant attachment style, not diagnosing. But since you're also beating yourself up about sabotaging relationships, I am bringing this up as a potential reason that may be worth exploring. Whether avoidant attachment is applicable or not, therapy can help you determine why you keep running into self-made roadblocks in relationships and how to change those patterns in your brain. I know this sucks now, but I feel like this could open itself up to so many learning opportunities for you. Good luck. Next comment. Yep, you are really dumb. I've also been in her position at the very beginnings of a relationship. I was absolutely livid and dumped him on the spot, but eventually after he persisted a lot and asked to meet with him I did it, and he explained, and had done it in a moment of desperation after we had a fight and I had asked for space. Long story short, I forgave him and I'm very happy with him now. But for sure this would not have happened if I didn't hear him grovel and explain that he was an idiot and beg for another chance, because it was in those moments that. In your situation though, I don't know. I mean, you matched with her friend, so that's another level of awkwardness. If you really liked her that much, then finding a way to talk to her and make her really see that you don't know how you could have done something that dumb etc. is your only option. Maybe reach out to the friend. But yeah, regardless of the outcome, you brought it on yourself, and just think twice next time and try to be more respectful of the person you are supposedly dating exclusively. Next comment. You're not exclusive until you've both explicitly made that commitment to each other. She set you up for a no-win situation. Either avoid every other possible connection while you wait for her to make up her mind, and in relationships anything that isn't hell, yes, is typically treated as a hell, no, with the potential of gaining nothing, or keep your options open and lose the chance of being with her. When I asked my ex to be my girlfriend, it was because we neither agreed to be serious nor exclusive, and I realized that I couldn't stand the idea that she could go on a date with another guy. If this woman truly wanted your commitment, it was her responsibility to give you the same in no uncertain terms. I want to be exclusive. I don't want to be your girlfriend at the moment, but I want to agree that neither of us are seeing other people. Not the way I'd go about it, but it happens. You did nothing wrong unless you told her you were exclusive with her. It sounds like she was looking for a reason this would not work out. Next comment. No, that didn't doom things. That just showed an incompatibility in what you wanted. You wanted a relationship in a reasonable amount of time. She wanted slow because she wasn't ready. So, honestly, let her reach the point where she's ready. It's perhaps the same as being patient, like you've been. You're not seeing other people, and she isn't either. I don't think she's got a million guys lined up to woo her. And even if she does, she's not ready for them, just like she was not ready for a relationship with you. And if she dates them, she'll realize that you were a good guy. So be patient. And incidentally, she blocked you, you didn't block her. So if you post a message of farewell and regret on your public-facing media, Facebook or whatever, she could see it. I'm guessing that she has some feelings. This decision to block you was emotional, but I don't think it immediately erased her feelings, so she's possibly going to look at your media, and maybe see such a message if you post one. Next comment. Situation all around. I've been in her position before and it hurts. I was guarded and scared to commit, and something similar happened to me. But I also can't blame him, since he made it clear he wanted to be monogamous, and I shut down his attempts due to my own fears and insecurities. In my case, We reconciled it, and moved past it. Ike, if you guys could do the same or not, but I wouldn't say that either of you are completely at fault. Next comment. Does not deserve all this scolding. She was the one being dodgy and non-communicative. The communication part was most important here. She dropped the ball and was keeping up at arm's length. Mixed signals. Tiptoeing discussions. Then she's surprised he is curious about maybe having an actual relationship with a woman who will actually be receptive. He didn't even go on a date anyway. And Op wasn't even seeing this woman for very long, so being on Tinder and chatting with others is nothing. Next comment. Lead on, mislead or deceive someone, especially into believing that one is in love with or attracted to them. He did exactly that. He misled her into thinking he could be patient. He couldn't. He knew he wanted commitment. He chose to sacrifice what he wanted for her. Instead of telling her I want a committed relationship, sorry, he told her he was willing to wait for her. For example, your friend invited you out to drinks and offers to pay for you because they know you don't have a lot of money. Well, after they get the bill they say, well, I don't feel like paying for you. You would obviously be upset because you were deceived by someone you trusted. It's completely fair for someone to be upset after someone convinces you they care about you only to get bored. Next comment. I think she handled it poorly. That could have been the catalyst for her to assess her feelings and decide then and there whether she want him as a BF or to stop dating altogether. Sometimes events like this help people realize what they do or don't want. Instead of deciding and talking to him, she blocked him. Say this made her realize she wanted a relationship with Op. She said she has done some thinking and seeing him active on Tinder made her realize she wants a relationship. Or, it could have made her sad, but realize it still isn't enough to make her wanna be in a relationship with Op and told Op it's over because they want different things. People are ready when they're ready and we can't really rush that.